Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing an unboxing and review of this beard trimmer or hair trimmer, whatever you want to look at it. It's called a professional hair trimmer, but I predominantly will use this for my beard. But I do believe you can use this for kind of fine lining on your hair and just trimming your hair in general. Now there is absolutely loads of these on Amazon, and this one was £16, which is kind of in the middle. There's some slightly cheaper and there's some more expensive, but I thought I'd give this one a go. And the reason I went for this particular one was because it had a titanium blade compared to some of the cheaper ones which had a steel blade. Now if you look in the link below in the description, you'll see a link to this, but I'll also leave a link to my current beard trimmer, which is the Remington I did a review on many years ago, which is still going really strong, and I still believe it's a fantastic trimmer for the price point, because it compared to the Philips and things I've used in the past, it blew them out of the water really. It's a very good trimmer, and I highly recommend you check out that review if you are looking for a beard trimmer. However, back onto this. Now this says it's a Timiyou. I don't know, the description in Amazon changes, so I said I'll leave a link to this in the description box so you can have a look at it for yourself. But it had many reviews. I think it had like 5,000 reviews or something, and it's a, here's a description of the size. It's got a carbon steel cutter. That's interesting, it says carbon steel, it says titanium on the description, but anyway, yeah, got a lithium ion battery, 120 minute charge for 180 minutes of use, universal voltage. That's pretty much it really. There's not a lot else on the box, so let's just have a look at what you get. So inside it just says hair trimmer, and why I bought this was because I just wanted to give it a go and see, because of the price. I just thought it's a nice thing to review, and if it's useful to some people out there that are after something to trim their beard with, I thought it'd be nice to have a look at this. So actually it has got some weight to it. It does feel quite weighty. I thought it was going to be really lightweight, but it appears to be metal, so that's interesting. So it's beautifully designed. It's got a really stylish design to it. They've actually put in some effort, and for the price that is pretty good. It's all solid metal, so this is your grip. It's all solid metal. It's actually cold to touch. That's going to be your battery display, I imagine. So there's a little charger there, and that's the back. So if you do want to do some styling on the side of your head, or style your beard, this could be a very good thing. It's supposed to be very sharp. I'm just going to take the little cover off, so you can see the actual blade itself. So this has just got one size for the blade, and I imagine inside the box there's going to be some cover as well, but let's just press the button to see if there's any charge. Yeah, there is actually. So that's it buzzing away. It's reasonably quiet. Cool, so that's that. And then inside here we're going to have our charging cable, which is just a USB cable. We've got a small brush to clean it with. We've got, God knows what that is, I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure we'll find out. And then we've got a couple of heads to go on the actual clipper itself. So let me just get this out of the bag, and then there we go, I can get it in one hand. So holding the camera in one hand and doing this is sometimes a bit of a pain. So there we go, we've got three actually, so we've got different lengths. So this one says 1mm, this one says 2, and this one says 3. So decent length for your beard. And what I quite like about this is that you can actually go up your beard this way, and that means that it's probably going to catch more hairs, whereas if you see my Remington, it's got a slightly different style of head. So this means you can get much closer to the beard, and hopefully it may be more accurate, but I'll let you know once I've had a go with it. And in here we've got some really basic instructions. So then have a look. So we have got, tells you about the clips. What is that thing? That is number 8. That is a transparent protective cover. Okay, some sort of protective cover. Don't really see how that's going to protect it, but okay, interesting. yeah, nothing much else in there, really, just giving a bit of instructions. Also, the other thing to mention about this, it's waterproof, so you can wash it under the tap, which was another good feature this one had compared to some of the others. Some of the others weren't water resistant, whereas this one is. So it's nice, you can just rinse it under the tap. Again, occasionally you'll probably have to put a little bit of oil on here to oil it up to make sure it's nice and hasn't got any friction. But other than that, it's great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually use this and I will give you my feedback once I've had a go with it. Welcome back to the second part of this review. I've been using this trimmer now for probably 3-4 months, and unfortunately it isn't the best trimmer. It isn't useful for what I bought it for anyway. Now, as I've mentioned before in my original video, I use this Remington trimmer, which has been absolutely brilliant. It's still going really strong, but I just saw this one because I thought it looked a little bit different, had a slightly wider profile. You can kind of see the blade is slightly wider than the Remington, and I thought, okay, it might be a little bit easier to trim my beard. Might give a different aspect to what that Remington trimmer can do. But unfortunately for this, the charging is great, not a problem with that. The handle, the grip, the quality of the build is really, really good. But when you start to trim your beard, it actually pulls your beard. So I don't know why that is. I tried oiling it. I thought it might be the battery power, so I recharged it, but actually every time I'm going to go up my beard, it just snags and it really hurts. It really, really hurts every time you kind of try to trim your main beard or the side of my face or anything, or even with the guard or without the guard, it pulls. And that's a real shame because I think this could be potentially a good trimmer, especially for the price, but it might be worth maybe looking at other models that are similar to this, at a similar price point. I don't know if that's a problem inherently with these sorts of trimmers or if it's just my particular model. I'm not too sure. But in terms of recommending this, I can't recommend this trimmer purely on that basis, and it really hurts when you have your beard pulled, and I'm sure some of you have had that problem before in the past or had a trimmer that's running low, because to be honest, even this one, when it's running low on power, it can sometimes catch my beard, but it does it very, very rarely. And this Remington really holds its charge. It's still, it's a brilliant little device, works very, very well. I'll leave a link to this one if they still sell it, because I still think it's a brilliant trimmer. Again, with this one, be aware of that. You might want to buy it, try it out, you can send it back, but I'm not that impressed. It's a shame. But yeah, that's kind of my final review on that. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know below. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.